Hey, so today I decided to make a video to show a bit of what kind of art materials I use to make my watercolor paintings as well as some of my drawings. Yeah, it might come across as pretty useless, but okay, I just bored and I want to do something. And pardon me for my really messy wardrobe. You can see it's over here. Yeah. The thing is literally inverted. I can't really tell which is which. Okay, let's start. So first of all, my watercolor, I use this paint palette. It's a paint palette like this where you need water to reconstitute it to form your colors. I got it from Art Friend. I believe it's at around 30 something dollars if I'm not wrong. Yeah. They have the couple of primary colors that you need and a few other colors as well. Then you can maybe mix your own to form other colors if you would like to. And you will use this is the palette where you can blend in your colors. It looks really messy as well, but yeah, it helps much more easier when you can blend the colors over here before you actually use it on your artwork so you don't spoil it. Sometimes some dried paints over here, if you reconstitute it with water, it might still be able to be used. If not, you can add in more colors from the color palette. Next will be the brushes. So these are the couple of brushes that I have. This is the one that came with this color palette. Yeah. Then these are two other ones that I brought separately. It's really thin. This is more of when I want to make details of my painting, I will use this. And also a couple of other brushes are from secondary school, which they look really pretty dirty, but it's usable. I also got two watercolor brush, which my friend got it for me last year for birthday, which I really wanted for quite some time. And what this watercolor brush do is that it has this compartment where it can hold water. And when you are painting and you need water to blend your artwork, you can actually press it like a dripper and it will drip out some water for you to blend. So I have this too. I believe that they are slightly different in sizes, but still the brush tip is pretty large. Yeah, that's the disadvantage of water brush, because they rarely come in super tiny sizes, if you compare it to the very fine brush I have. That's really a difference. Yeah. So next is the kind of paper that you use for watercoloring. You wouldn't use normal paper, which is very flimsy and it doesn't absorb water that well. You will use something that's more firm, like those kind of drawing block paper. It's more, yeah, and it can absorb water pretty well, like something like this. Yeah. So next, I'll be moving on to markers that I use. So it is actually okay if you do a watercolor and afterwards your painting dries and you want to use markers to highlight over it. I use these markers. They are the brand Copic. It's a Copic multi-liner marker. I have it in size 0.3. This is 0.1 and this is 0.8. But the 0.1, you have to be quite careful in using it, because if you use too much force, the tip might bend, and mine is slightly bent. I don't think you can see it because it's 0.1, and yeah, my camera on my computer is really bad. So I can't use my 0.1 when it's bended, and I will use 0.3 instead. Okay, so these markers really helped me a lot. I really love Copic markers. As you all know, Copic markers are like those markers that people use when they do like anime drawings and stuff like that, I guess. It makes it has a very like realistic printing kind of like feeling to it. It doesn't feel like a normal like zebra kind of like marker feel. Okay, so besides from using watercolor paper, if you want to choose for other alternatives, definitely you can get old book paper. This is like an inspiration that I got from some Instagram posts that they are selling some watercolor pieces using old book paper. So old book paper has this like very like yellowish brown feel to it, and oh my god, I love old book paper smell. It smells so good. Okay. So for this, I can actually tear it quite easily. It feels like a foolscap paper to me, and you can tear it out and do your watercolor. The water absorption of this paper is like slightly faster than normal watercoloring paper, so the colors might be slightly different. Okay, this is like an example of something that I painted on this book paper. Yeah. And you can get them pretty cheap at like Bras Basah, which Art Friend is also located at Bras Basah complex. It makes it sound like I'm doing advertisement, but I'm not. Okay, these are like deep trade secrets to me, but it's okay. So they sell about like maybe like 2 books for like $5, cause since it's like old books, like second-hand books that people don't want anymore. Or you can just use a book that we have been keeping in the storeroom for a pretty long time, like, you know, save the environment. Okay, next, coming to sketches. I use these pencils. It's a charcoal pencil, and they are so incredible. It's like, look at the tip of this pencil. It is completely black and dark. Okay, it makes me sound racist, but I'm not. I'm just saying that it's a beautiful pencil, and I mean it, because a normal pencil will look something like this, and it has a wood part and the lead in the middle. But this is like the whole thing is lead, which means that once you drop it on the floor, your pencil is basically gone or broken into half. Okay, maybe you can use the other half. I don't know. Yeah. Or if it broke into 3, okay, whatever. But anyway, how do I sharpen this pencil is that I'll use a pen knife to scrape off the sides to sharpen it so that I don't waste, like, you know, when you sharpen a pencil, the sides goes off as well, and that's the wood part. But then this has no wood, so you don't want to waste that part. Yeah. Be careful not to drop these pencils. They are not really that expensive. I think one pencil is about like, if I round up or round down, it's about $2. But they just have a very interesting feel to it, and when you draw, it's very steady. It doesn't goes off like anywhere because the whole pencil is a pencil. Okay, I don't know what am I talking about, but you get what I mean now. And an example of how I use this pencil to do a sketch is this. I will use to sketch this drawing. Yeah. As well as, let me find this one. A park. I love parks. Okay. Yeah. So I guess that's it. So this is my end of my video, and I hope you learned something, and yeah, pardon me for my really awkwardness for doing this. Bye.